Here we go with another great episode.
That's it for another podcast. All that's left me to say is thank you to my very special guests, Swaylee and Lee, and I'll see you next time on the Showbiz Report. Take care of yourselves and each other. And welcome along to the Showbiz Report. My two very special guests for today's show. Of course, it's Swaylee and Lee. Hello, sirs.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to the Showbiz Report, my very own podcast where I talk about my life in general and do it with my tongue firmly in my cheek. I don't take it too seriously at all. So, so you guys are film producers and film actors, aren't you?
We are.
And you've got a few films out at the moment, and you've got one coming up in the pipeline, haven't you? Called Connie Lynn.
We have indeed. Yes, one that we've been working very hard on for a good while now.
And one, as we all know, that I could talk about for the next century.
So tell us a bit about your other films as well.
Okay, would you like to start or do you want me to?
Maybe I should go first this time.
Yes.
Go ahead, yeah.
We're actors, but we wanted to produce and we wanted to get people's stories out there and we wanted to direct as well. So we started off with Mother's Child and telling the story of a certain character, and it just snowballed from there into doing some film shorts for the festivals, more feature films, World Cup Heist, and then literally we just couldn't stop. We've literally got that bug now, haven't we? We just want to carry on going. We want to do another movie and another movie, and we just never want to stop.
Addicted to making movies. It's just I just love working with so many different sort of artists, and the people you meet, it's just so wonderful and interesting, you know.
And getting to be on different locations every day. You're in a different location, meeting new people, just seeing the whole process of how the movies are put together. It is so much more than what most people think, actually, isn't it?
So, absolutely. Yeah.
So what have you been in, Swaylee?
I have done several different features, like Mother's Child, World Cup Heist, Final Score with yourself, Without War with yourself. Several shorts as well. You know, it's hard to keep track of it all. It's a good job that there's an IMDb out there. But
you've got it written on the wall over there.
So that one, all the posters around the room here in the office.
It's actually running out of space. It's actually on which actually with Sharpie pen. Every time he's in a movie, it's like a little graffiti tag on the wall. It's actually running out of space over there. You're gonna have to start on this wall now.
Some Otherhood that's played a door supervisor, Andrew, in that. Just trying to do as much as I can. Great material. I love independent stuff, supporting independent filmmakers.
It's nice to see it from a different perspective as well, because for the past 3 years now, we've been making our own movies, and we've been on sort of that side behind the camera as well as in front of the camera. But it's just that great to be obviously thank you to Adam Deacon and everyone involved in Jazzy and everyone else involved in Some Otherhood. But it's actually good to step back sometimes and watch what they're doing for inspiration as well, and to see their style and how they're doing it. And Some Otherhood is a movie written and directed by Adam Deacon and a few other people as well. It's written by Jazzy as well. And it's just a really good film that we're in. And obviously thank you to Adam Deacon for allowing us to be on his set, as crazy as we are. I'm joking. It's just good actually to see other people direct as well, to give you inspiration, you know. It really is to see both. It really is.
It's nice to sort of, when you're making a lot of your own material, it's great when you're on set and you're just acting and you're like, wow, somebody else is worrying about this, and you got because when you're trying to do it all, and anybody that watches the end of a feature film can see just how many people it takes to bring this material to surface. It's very, very stressful. I mean, you can have your fun times, but the work involved, it's a 24 hours a day job. It's, you know, it's not like your 9 to 5s.
It's the organisation of it.
Oh yeah.
And you know me, I will not step foot onto the first day of filming unless it is an absolute military operation. I'm there with my beret. I'm there with my military badges. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it has to be step-by-step process. Everything has to be in place. There is a lot of involvement, isn't there?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I was really pleased just how well Ice Cream on the Beach has done.
Yeah.
Unbelievably well. So very, very proud to be involved in that film. And is it worth it? The short we did last January 2021. Amazing response from that.
That was actually well perceived around the world, wasn't it?
It was. Pause TV.
Yeah. Thank you. Obviously, big shout out to Pause TV.
Apple TV.
Which they've got their own app and their own website as well. You can check those out. We got a good response from a lot of people across America and Canada as well.
Especially Canada.
Especially with the story. It was about gambling and addictions. It was like touching on suicide as well. And it was really quite emotional.
Yeah, nice.
But at the same time, good to hear feedback from people who actually like the story and, you know, use it as inspiration as well. That is one of the best things when you're doing this.
Absolutely. Yes.
Didn't Mother's Child and World Cup Highs go to Amazon, didn't they?
They did.
Yep.
Amazon Prime, still on it now. And the DVDs and Blu-rays did quite well on Amazon. And some wonderful reviews people can check out on Amazon for those films. But we were very proud. I mean, when we were making both of those features, we didn't expect them to sort of go on Amazon Prime. I mean, when you make an independent film, you're hoping for the best, but you never know.
No,
a lot of times, as Carlos Patella would tell you, who we worked with in 2016 on 3 different films, to actually get them out there on a DVD or a Blu-ray or on Amazon Prime is not an easy task. So, you know, when Amazon accepted 2 of our features, and hopefully you guys will see Connie Lynn on Amazon Prime too, it's a very overwhelming feeling.
So I think if you go into it as making...
Actually, 1 second.
If you actually go into... You're going to get the pen out so I can write another movie on the wall. I think when you go into like it with passion and you go into making these movies, you never know. If you've got a passion for it, it's great. You never know where it's going to go at the end when you get the result. You never know where you're going to... Well, you don't know how it's going to blow up around the world. You don't know how the movie's going to be perceived. And I think that's kind of exciting too. Yeah, it's like...
It's just... We're so proud of these. Sorry, we're really proud of
DVDs and that,
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to brag or anything, but I've got a DVD with my face in it as well.
You see the Blu-ray one? Yeah. Is it possible I can like make a hole and just like wear it as like a
it's mad, you know. It's like, didn't it? You just don't think. You obviously go in hoping for it, but when Amazon are like, you know what, we want to release this because of how well it's done on Prime. We want to release it on DVD. I'm like, wow, and I've just kept this sealed. I don't even want to unseal it because I'm so proud of it, you know. And did well in the festivals too. So so brilliant. And we definitely want you in our next feature film, mate. So you get your own DVD then.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've actually, funnily enough, speaking of films now, I mentioned it actually in a DVD, on a DVD as well, in a film called Welcome to Essex. Dave, you've heard about that one?
I have. I've seen it, and I followed the progress of that on Facebook and other social media, Twitter. And I really enjoyed that, mate. And I thought you were great in it. And I recognised a few familiar faces there. And yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? When you're like, especially as a film buff, I'm like, wow, it's a DVD, and I'm in it. And
yeah, that's it.
you
Even though
know,
you got
and
your face on the poster as well. Like, that's it. That's me made for life. That is
wow,
made up for life. I was.
Yeah,
that's what I've just done with Connie Lynn movie.
So far, I mean, if you count that as your face, you can sort of see me running there.
Yeah.
But hopefully, at some stage, I may get my ugly mug on one of the posters or the DVD covers. But I love the poster for the movie you were in, mate. You must have been very proud.
I was quite nicely surprised, I must admit, because the original poster we were going for didn't have me on it at all. And then we did the sort of photo shoot whilst we was filming, and they brought out the new poster, and that I was like, huh? What? You know, sort of thing. And we even had the pleasure of having the premiere at the Romford Film Festival a few years back.
Oh, excellent.
And I got to see myself on the big screen, and that was, I took my mum to see that, and I was well happy with that, I must admit.
Yeah, we were going to screen Mother's Child at that particular cinema there, Romford. But then the pandemic, and by that time the movie, Amazon had decided to release it, and we're like, well, the movie's released, it's on DVD. We sort of missed the boat of the premiere. Again, we're World Cup heist, but this time round, fingers crossed, our premiere for Connie Lynn is very much going ahead, and all the videos from that will be seen on the F.O.C.U.S YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
There's an invite for you and your lovely other half.
Indeed, yeah.
I don't think you can ever be prepared for seeing yourself on the big screen.
No, you can't.
You know it's coming, right? You know you're there, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to be on the big screen. Yeah. And then you get in the cinema and you just sat there, you're munching on your popcorn, you're like,
yeah. You're
just in awe.
Yeah.
Okay, it then sinks in once you see it.
Yeah, it's very surreal, and I'm one of these people that look and go, "Oh God, is that really what you look like?" You know, I can't say it's a very nice feeling. I went to the British Film Institute and saw a short film I did called Dessert. Not my film, but I acted in that, and there was about 300 people in there. It's like, and I was like, "Oh, there I am," and is that what I sound like? And then Stan and Ollie. I had a walk-on role in that. I'm on it for about 30 seconds near the end when they're doing their final show in Ireland. As a fan of Laurel and Hardy, that was, again, it was crowded. That was quite wonderful seeing that, actually, because of that film obviously was huge. And a couple of other bits, where I've sort of seen myself in stuff, and feels a bit weird. I don't know what you make of it.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, when I saw the final film, was like, because I'd seen a clip of it when I was doing some what they call AD, you know, the audio tracking on that, and I saw the scene with Russell Brand. I was like, we got him in it, really? What?
Wow.
I couldn't believe that. So yeah, but when I saw the whole film itself, I was quite pleased with it, I must admit, and I did laugh a few bits as well, including a bit where I chuck a bottle at a zombie and tell him to fuck off. That made me laugh. That tickled me, I must admit. You know,
when I went to last January Horror on Sea Festival, Scream on the Beach, again, another full house, and seeing it was like a dark comedy sort of film, and seeing myself jogging along the beach 80s style with the music on it was just, I was like, oh my God, you know, and weird. The Offering, that was one I was proud of, a fight scene in that. I was like, yeah, that's me up there, you know. It's one I actually liked the outcome. But yeah, it's just rewarding to watch the finished product, you know. Well, and we're hoping to have as many people at the Connie Lynn premiere as we can, according to the rules, you know, with COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is like third time lucky now, because COVID prevented 2 of our premieres from happening. But this time round, it's looking okay, mate. And there will be videos of that going on YouTube.
Cool.
So yeah, really looking forward to it. We think we've got something sort of next level-ish now. We're working with better and better people as we go and we're
I think
progressing.
that's the key to get people talking about it, is to try and put a twist on something.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, obviously with this one, with Connie Lynn being written by artificial intelligence, GPT-3, the progressive language program, created and founded by Elon Musk and a few other people in Silicon Valley. That is the key element of this movie, that it was actually written. And I think people, obviously, when they're watching the movie, will need to understand, because there's like a little bit of robotiness in the characters.
Yeah.
That's how it was a weird one, because we're trying to play the characters out as if we were the AI. So we were going on to set every day thinking, okay, right, we are the AI, we are the AI. And that really comes across and shows in the movie, and it is really, really powerful. It really is powerful.
We've got our lovely poster up on there. I hope everybody likes it. That's going to be edited in after. But yeah, we can't grumble really. There's been you get a lot of stress. It's not all glitz and glamour. What people see on social media, it looks like you got a life O'Reilly, you're raking in the dosh, but if the reality of it all, it's nothing like that. But you just got to enjoy the journey with it and feel privileged to be doing stuff that you're passionate about. Someone's good enough to and thinks you're good enough to put you in their project, whether it's 1 line or 20 lines, I'll treat it exactly the same. And be very proud and do everything I can to promote that project for them. That's what it should be, teamwork.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah, it's like you're one big family, aren't you? Really, on set.
Absolutely. Yeah. So much to the point
the family is growing and growing and growing. Every film set we go on, we're meeting new people.
Yeah.
It is. And so much so that when you work on certain projects for so long, it's actually quite sad and a bit depressing when you move on from it, because it's like, wow, you might not see these people again, or you might get the chance to work with them again down the line, like yourself.
Connie Lynn is going to be so massive around the world that we're actually going to have a Connie Lynn reunion in 10 years' time.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
That's wishful thinking. I suppose it's good to be optimistic.
It's positive,
yeah. I mean, let's hope so. And let's hope we're doing a sequel.
And if that happens, you're going to be spooked.
Yeah. I mean, anything that comes from it, I'm always proud, and like when we did the other the shorts and that, to see like the Paul TV wanted to show them, and was it Apple TV with World Cup Ice, wasn't it? And it's like, wow, I didn't expect this, and like people are like, what do you expect it? Do you think it's any good then? It's like you don't watch your own stuff and think, oh wow, I watch and think that's all right. I could have done that a bit better. I should have done it differently. So yeah,
you're always your biggest critic.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I'm always watching stuff back, looking and going, do you know what? Maybe I should change that. Next time I'll do it better this way. But yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's why you don't expect it.
No,
that's true. Yeah. So Lee, what inspires you as a director? What inspired you to become a director in the first place?
Wanting to get people's stories out there, wanting to create. As an actor, you have that less control over creating. You can, sometimes they're strict and you've got to do it by the script and by the line.
Yeah.
And you don't have that room for maneuver. And there's a lot of movies out there that might let you improvise a little bit here and there, which will bring more characterization with the character, which gives you a bit more like leeway with your creation and your art.
I like that. Leeway.
Leeway.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sad.
That's all right.
Right on the wall.
Yeah.
I think it's just being able to control your art more. Creating a particular style, playing around with it, working on one movie, going, actually, no, this isn't like good. The movie's good, don't get me wrong, but in the creation style, you're thinking, actually, I can create that better next time. Let's go bigger, let's go better. And you're always getting to play around with the creation and the art and the cameras and the lighting and the location, and they just get it's just so exciting to be able to get out there and create this stuff and also tell other people's stories at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I love working on independent stuff. I love watching independent films. I find that some of the independent films I watch, I enjoy a lot more than the big, massive blockbusters. They're realer, you know. And I think that if everybody in the independent film world supports one another, it's makes the whole process more enjoyable, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's lovely. I mean, I go to any all the festivals I can to see material, and you're always learning.
Yeah.
And you get to sort of meet, and you know, as well as I do, like networking is massive.
Networking is always
in this industry. All about networking, isn't it? You know. So yeah, we're always attending all sorts of different functions and events. You know.
And what inspired you, Swaylee, to get involved in acting then?
Well, it started off attending the Sylvia Young Theatre School because I needed to sort of do something to help me with confidence issues.
Can we swap stories?
Huh?
Can we swap stories?
Yeah. So yeah. And then what happened is I caught the bug. I went there and I got more confident. And there's only so many times you stand up in a room of 30 actors and you're acting, and then you think, you know, there's not much to this. So yeah, I did that, and then went on to do some BBC stuff, Salt It, a little part in Grange Hill. I was in a boy band in Grange Hill. Played a little part in The Bill as a bag snatcher, a builder in a scene in EastEnders back in 98 or 99 when I was 17. And then you go on a set, you're talking to people, interesting people, and it becomes a bit of like an addiction. When you get back to try and do your day job, like, it's depressing. You know, I want to be on set. You know?
It becomes your life because you want to absorb everything to do with movies. Yeah. When it's your passion and you love it, you want to absorb everything. That's why you do. You need to be like a sponge, you know. If I'm on set, I'm watching, I'm learning, and I like watching other actors work. I go to the Actors Centre. I studied with Lambda, and I love watching actors work and working with as many different types of actors as I can. Yeah. It's just something I love. Literally last week, we was on the set for BAFTA award winner Adam Deacon's new movie, Some Otherhood. Wow. And even though I'm actually there in a role, I'm still like watching what's going on, soaking up the camera angles. Yeah. The storyline. Looking with a director's eye. Yeah. So yeah, looking with a director's eye, and it's just, yeah, Adam Deacon is an actual inspiration on like movies, and it's so great to be able to just look at that and soak that up as well, and then take what you can from that, and then create your own stuff from the ideas that they are giving you. So sharing ideas as well. It's inspiring to sort of, you know, to see somebody that's done so well through just perseverance, and it does. It's you're inspired by it, you know. So getting to see anybody like that work, a BAFTA winner. I've worked with 2 BAFTA winning directors now over the last 5 years, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. You know, I'd pay to have this experience, and I'm actually being paid. And then you think, well, I must be doing something right. And you know, I think the people go, oh, well, you've been quite lucky, and it's like, well, it's weird, because the harder you work, the luckier you seem to get. I think, yes, luck plays a part, but you know, with this, I devote 24 hours a day to my craft, and I think if you're going to put the work in, you only get out, like anything in life. Like you only get out what you put in. If you go to the gym, you walk around and talk to people, you're not going to get results. So yeah, I mean, I study a lot.
method acting too. Read a lot of books, watch a lot of documentaries, and forever. I think if you ever sit there and you think to yourself, "That's it, I'm good. I'm good at what I do, and that's it now." I think you can only go backwards. You're always learning, and even Tom Cruise would probably tell you that.
Yeah.
Well,
on that note, guys, we're gonna have to call it a time there because time's running out on us, unfortunately. But thanks very much for the interview.
Enjoyed it, mate. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. See you guys.
Cheers, man.
That's it for another podcast. All that's left me to say is thank you to my very special guests, Swaylee and Lee, and I'll see you next time on the Showbiz Report. Take care of yourselves and each other.